Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about that. I'm using now my laptop. I think we're having technical difficulties with my internet, so I will try to continue right now. But if I get cut off, we'll have to redo this next week. So we started with what we call retirement readiness. And as I said, get a pen and paper and score yourself between 1 to 4, 4 being the highest that you're fully prepared, and 1, I've not thought about it. So let's get this restarted. Okay, question number 1. I know where I will live during retirement. Are you going to stay where you're at, or are you going to sell your home, maybe downsize? What's your initial game plan? So this may be a very tough questions for most of us, especially who are parents. Are you willing to live with your children? Are you willing to live with your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law? This could be really tough and a question we really need to ask ourselves. Question number two. I understand my Social Security benefits and have a clear plan for when to receive or when I'm going to start receiving payments. All our lives, we have paid into the Social Security system, so it's just right to find out how much or find out how much in benefits we're going to get, right? So for those of us here in the States, if you haven't done this, go to ssa.gov and enroll, and you can view your estimated benefits at age 62, 66 and a half, or even at 70 years old. All right, now let's go on to question number 3. And this is a special question actually for those of you who are married or have a life partner. I have discussed with my partner or with my spouse whether or not we can retire at the same time or work part-time in retirement. Um, just get together, I think, get really serious and see if this is something for you and your husband, your wife, or your partner to get serious in this conversation. So, question number 4. Okay, very, very, very important right now in this day and age. Question you need to ask yourself. I understand where my insurance or health insurance will come from once I am retired. This is, again, I cannot overemphasize it. This is a very important question as healthcare costs, not just here in the US, the healthcare costs are going up. And again, if you're here in the United States, Medicare does not kick in until the age of 65. So you need to determine your cost for health insurance and affordability. So for those who just joined, welcome. I'm having technical difficulties since 4 o'clock, and this is take 5 of our episode number 1, and it's a first live broadcast, and we're talking today about retirement readiness. If you have any questions, go ahead and type it in the what do you call this, in the comment section. You have any questions? If you see me loud and clear, send me a love button. Okay. All right. So let's get on. I'm sorry. Let's get on to question number 5. I have a detailed list of expenses I expect to incur during retirement. I think that this is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. I encourage my clients to write down all their expenses now Then I help them to determine how much it will be when they retire. It could be zero, like their mortgage paid off, their cars are paid off, or if it's an expense that it's ongoing, we actually calculate it from and calculate the inflation cost. For example, if your cell phone right now is it's costing between you and your husband or your partner, it's costing you $100. How much do you think it will be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years during retirement? I think it's going to be over $100, right? Unless you want to give up your cell phone. So at this point, let's look at how you scored yourself. If you're already retired, it's good to revisit and update your plan, making sure that you're on track and tracking it and recalibrating your plan, so to speak. So if you are within 5 years of retirement, you should at least score or have scored yourself 3 or 4 on all the 5 questions that we've talked about. And if you're 6 to 10 years away from retirement, you should have at least 3 of those questions that you have scored yourself 3 or 4. So now you ask yourself, or maybe you tell yourself, oh, I'm not quite there yet. It's okay. It's actually okay. Maybe it's the best time now to get on and plan and buckle down and get on the right path. I suggest that it's the best time now to openly communicate with your spouse or partner about your retirement. So again, if you have questions, hi Mary Vic, hi Latasha. Don't forget to like my Facebook page, Kathy Mendoza, Financial Advisor. If you're seeing me loud and clear, send me a heart button. If you're enjoying our show, send me a wow button. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay. Tell me what you think about the show. Don't be bashful. Write down in the comment section. I know that we've had technical difficulties. This is like my 5th try today. My cell phone is it keeps going down, so I'm using my laptop right now. And oh, before I forget, for those of you who would like a copy of my retirement checklist that I use every day, go ahead and send me a private message. I will make sure that this gets emailed to you, sent to you via email. And if you are already my client, please go ahead and call Maria at the office, and she will send you a copy of this retirement checklist. Thank you, thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next week. Same time, same day. Have an awesome weekend. God bless. Love you all. Mwah! Bye.